Hello, hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Matt.
Today we're going to be drinking Caol Ila and their single malt Scotch whiskey. This one's 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell. Matt, tell me a little bit about this Caol Ila.
All right. Caol Ila 12-year-old. This beautiful bottle here. It's nice green that they like to use on Isla. Like to use these green bottles. It's kind of their specialty over there.
That label is pretty darn simplistic.
Yes, it is. They, hey, it gets the point across. It's got 12-year-old single malt Scotch in it from Isla. It is what it is. So it's Caol Ila, 1846, founded by Hector Henderson. He held it for a few years, sold to another guy who owned the Jura Distillery, Norman Buchanan, in 1854, who then sold in 1863 to the Bulloch Lade and Co. They decided, then they built it, then actually rebuilt it in 1879 with a big pier for puffer ships, which is basically ships that went between the mainland and Isla all the time. So they can move, unload, and load whiskey in their products. All right, then in 1920, it was liquidated, so that sucks. 27, that's when National Distillers, now known as Diageo, bought the controlling share in it. And then it was shut down for the war, rebuilt again in 72. They demolished it completely. Then in 74, it was rebuilt, and they got from 2 to 6 stills. Now it is the largest as far as quantity that goes out of all distilleries in Ireland by far, because, in fact, 95% of this goes into blends. Only 5% of this is single malt. It is the most important piece of this thing called Johnnie Walker. It is in all the Johnnie Walker products. They said they do run their stills 24/7. But they run that 50% capacity, which so they get more copper contact and less phenolic components. They do make unpeated stuff, which we'll discuss another time, which are fantastic. But they've been making unpeated since 1999. So the 12-year, which is 43%, came out in 2002. All right, let's see what we think of Caol Ila.
What's my price point on the Caol Ila 12-year-old?
They usually under 50. In fact, I got a steal of a deal on this one. They had it at the Class 6 for 35.
Heck yeah.
That was a really good deal on this. But yeah, usually it's about 50, but I've seen it as high as 65, 70, depending where you shop. So nothing crazy.
Yeah. So what do you expect to pay for a 12-year-old, an age-stated 12-year-old Scotch?
Lots of beautiful peat.
Peaty, smoky, briny on the nose.
Mm-hmm. Salty, earth, ash, iodine.
And this one even gets into more of those like mushroom vegetal funky notes, like forest floor, and then very, very mushroom fungal.
Definitely. Yeah, it's got that whole on the sandy beach with some rain coming down, and it's got this like rainwater, some little bit of brown sugar, but then it's got this super vegetal with clove and like a cooked spinach and some asparagus and medicinal. It's very dark. To me, this is a really dark peat, like a nighttime peat to me. That's just
I think you hit the head on the nail with cooked spinach.
Yeah, it's just
that cooked green vegetal, green bean asparagus, spinach cooked down.
Yeah, it's like this place, it smells like it never sees the sun. It's just always damp and wet and raining.
Yes, and wilted.
Yeah, it's like, I'm trying to think of it'd be like one of those old movies where like the dreary horror scene with a castle in the background. That's what it reminds me of. That's what it totally is. Is that kind of peat.
See, and I'm getting more like Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, there you go. See, I'm thinking like Transylvania, with the vampires and things like that. Delicious. Just as vegetal in the taste. A little bit of light charred meat. Cooked asparagus, cooked spinach, but wrapped in like some seaweed and salt and a fresh green pepper.
I'm getting that. I get almost like a thick portobello, like that umami is setting in, and then there's a smoky, ashy kind of lingering in the background. To me, the peat's not crazy dominant on this one.
No, it's all the other funkiness, but like that iodine, medicinal, smoked fish, even like a smoked Gouda, which I think would be really good with some smoked cheeses. Be quite tasty. It is a really nice, good, yeah. So like, and you know what's why they use it in blends? It's a balanced peat. It's not crazy peaty, but it is really nice and peaty and stands out in a blend.
Yeah, that thread of smoke is going to show through pretty much everywhere, and it's definitely not too far down the iodine path that like Lafroig goes down, to where it's just all iodine and hospital and rubber.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of iodine, just enough to let you know it's there, and throws that smoked, just that smoke on that ashy smoke on top of it.
Yeah, smoky vegetal forest floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
good stuff.
I'm finding no faults in this guy.
Nope, I like this whiskey a lot. I
and
really
even
like
at
it
50,
in general.
60, even at 50, 60 bucks, man,
I'm all in.
happy I paid it.
Delicious. Yeah, definitely one of my definitely one of these sleeper ones. A lot of people just don't ever always forget about. It's like, but it's the biggest by far.
Well,
they don't make a lot of single malt. They only make 5% of it.
Right. Everything that they make goes to Johnnie Walker. And
and Caol Ila is just not this exciting brand for a lot of people. It's like, it's Caol Ila. It's not the big three. It's not in the south. It's up on the east coast. It's just kind of there out of Port Askaig. It's just there. But hey, they make really good whiskey.
They do. This shouldn't be confused with either of the big three, though. This is not as
totally different.
Right. This is down a completely different path than the other three go.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
This, like you were saying, is much more balanced. This is much more centered around all around unique single malt.
Exactly.
I like it.
It's just good. It's just good.
Yeah. So. All right. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Until next time, keep on crusading for better whiskey in your glass. Cheers. We need to start mentioning on these things that we go live on Monday nights at 9 every Monday.